Hello and welcome. I am so glad I am able to join with you again live on Facebook. As I promised, there will be a weekly series of videos on the subject of dealing with our human bodies and our emotions and dealing with our health in terms of emotions and inner balance. And today I felt called to talk to you more about honoring and respecting our physical bodies. As I mentioned in a conference that was published a few days ago on the internet, the human body is the interface we have for communicating and communing with the external world. So it's very important that we keep it healthy and happy, and it's very important to honor it in order for it to serve it at its best, to serve us at its best. We have had many talks about the health of the physical body, because what I do is the holistic therapy that makes the connection between our body, our soul, our emotion, and our mind. And so in this therapy I have to honor and take care of all the aspects of your physical existence. Today we're talking more about the feminine body, but also men are invited to watch and join and comment, because it's also meant for you, this discussion. The first most important thing is to accept our bodies as they are, because many of us have neglected for so long the fact that the body has its own intelligence. The cells are wise, the cells are conscious, and if you believe that there is a consciousness running through the whole fabric of creation, running through the whole life, through everything that is alive or not alive, then it's natural that this consciousness also resides in our physical body, in our physical cells. And therefore, in other terms, the body hears and senses whatever you think or feel about it. So honoring it means changing your emotions and feelings towards the shape and form of your body and towards the way you look at it. That would be the first step. And maybe for some of you it's hard to do, because in the nowadays society we have been educated that we have to have a certain shape, a certain appearance to be accepted and to be liked, and especially to be loved. We have to change that in the first place, and secondly we have to accept and honor and observe the beautiful parts of us. And for the women especially, maybe you don't like your thighs and your breasts, but for sure you might have a beautiful hair or beautiful eyes or wonderful lips. And until you get to accept and honor your thighs and your breasts, just focus on the body parts that you love most, in order to just bring that love and that acceptance into your physical body. And the more you are focused on the parts that you love most, the more you extend that love onto the parts that maybe you didn't honor so much in the past few years. And while you love and accept them, they might even change shape for you. But that would not be necessary when you get to full acceptance of who you are and how you are in your physical appearance. But that would be the first step. Just honor the parts and love and be happy and grateful about the parts that you like and about your general state of health, and then that will extend onto the parts that you haven't liked so much lately. That would be the first step. The second step would be to just honor the body rhythms. For example, for women especially, when you are in that part of the month when your body is changing cells, when your body is changing the inner rhythm of your uterus and your ovaries and you are menstruating, then you need rest. And if you have, especially if you have a job that allows you to make your own schedule, and I know that as women we have been used and taught to be as competitive as men and as active as men and as proficient as men, there are certain times of the month when you cannot be at your, you don't need to be at your highest peak as rhythm. You just need to rest, rejuvenate and accumulate energy. And maybe in those days you can give yourself those tasks that do not require too much movement, that do not require too much activity, that do not require too much running around. So too much masculine energy, so that you can allow your body to get feminine, to get relaxed, to get, for example, in those days I maybe trim my videos or maybe correct my books or do actions that are that involve more time with myself, more time inwardly, and more time within the comfort of my house or office. And that can be extended on other activities if your job allows it. And I'm sure that for a smart woman like you, your job can be somehow leveled around your inner rhythm in some way or another in order to respect and honor your femininity, and from that angle you will have more energy and more inner power for the rest of the activities in the rest of the days. So you will be more efficient than if depleting your energy in those days when your body is rejuvenating and regenerating. So just balancing the energy and knowing how to work with it and respecting your lunar rhythms is very important for your efficiency even at work. So it's just pure logic. And another important theme that I'm compelled to talk about today is beauty surgery that now men and women are having for being more accepted, more liked by others. There is a whole culture of likes today. Even Facebook teaches us that we are loved by the measure of the likes that we have. Well, this is not so, but especially for our body, this is not true, because you know, your body has its own beauty. It has its own divine perfection, and the way it appeared into this world, if it's not mutilated by something, then it's very, very beautiful already. And having bigger breasts, bigger lips, or I don't know, higher eyebrows, does not make you more acceptable. Maybe it makes you more confident, but it's a big difference between them. And confidence should not and is not meant to come from exterior changes that we make. The ideal situation would be that the confidence should come from the inside, from the value that you know that you have inside. But until then, there is an important message that I felt compelled to transmit with this video, that every part of our body is connected to the other parts of our body through energy channels that run through the skin, through the muscles, through the bones, through everything. And while having a surgery, those channels are interrupted. And if you put plastic or, I don't know, silicone bags in your body, in the most important parts of the body that are around the heart chakra and the lungs area, that would interrupt the nadis or the energy channels that are meant to run the best energy through that area. And this does not make you more healthy or more empowered. It might even deplete your health. Also with the lips, the most important channels are energy channels are situated at the level of the mouth and are going around the back and up to the top of the head and going down to the front of our body, including the lip area, and interrupting that circuitry with beauty surgery is not meant to make you more empowered. On the contrary, it's interrupting some of the most important channels in your body, and putting Botox bags there or injections or whatever people put there to make them more beautiful is not the solution for us to feel more empowered. It's disempowering on a certain level, and if we could only see what this does to the energy balance of the body, then people would think twice, because it's not always about outer beauty. It's also about being healthy and emanating radiant health and radiant confidence from the inside, and loving those parts of the body that are not maybe to the general standards. Okay, maybe your boobs are smaller, maybe your lips are not so thick or sensuous, maybe your eyes have a few wrinkles, but this is the beauty of your nature. This is the beauty of your best expression on this earth. And if you feel to be more beautiful, then just work on your inner radiance more. And this is my message for you today.